So Reynolds and Blake Lively apologized for something that they did 8 years ago. So they are sorry for having a wedding in a former plantation in South Carolina. Yep. This was 8 years ago, okay? 8 years ago, okay? The fact that they have to apologize for something that 8 years ago for these people on Twitter. But again, this is what Hollywood has been doing for the longest of times. All they have been doing was pandering towards Twitter, pandering towards these people who don't care about them and only care about canceling people off the internet if we don't do what they say. Okay, Reynolds is apologizing about his wedding to Blake Lively, which took place at a former plantation. The actor addressed the controversy, which he expects regretted for the acts they decided upon the plantation as the wedding venue for 2012. And yep, it's impossible to reconcile to, of course, Twitter, because of course, Twitter's the only audience on there. We saw at the time it was a wedding venue on Pinterest. We saw the place further down, and yep, we got married again at home, but same works with weird ways. It's a mistake because of course we can't make Twitter angry in these day and age. Okay, we can't make these people on Twitter and these people on Twitter angry. And we married in 2012 at Boone Hall, and yep, a plantation in South Carolina. We welcomed 3 daughters since and yep, the conversation about the of course. We all know what happened. I won't have to explain that a million times. And yep, because of course these people on Twitter and these groups on Twitter, it's because they want people to be canceled. And this is the problem of Hollywood and the people on the left. They always pander to these people on Twitter. Okay, society where there wouldn't be this big divide if we just didn't listen to Twitter. What a big novel concept if we didn't listen to these trolls and these weirdos on Twitter. If we didn't listen to Twitter, the people wouldn't apologize for stupid stuff that happened like 20 years ago, 8 years ago. People wouldn't be canceled for stuff that they did 10 years ago, okay? There wouldn't be no such thing as cancel culture if if Hollywood never listened to Twitter, okay? We would have movies like Man Black Natural would actually be good. Tony Fire would actually be good. Tony Dark Fate would actually be good if we stand and listen to the feminists and weirdos and the STWs and all these weird people on Twitter and these 5 people on Twitter who just want people to be canceled. Because it starts up with 5 to 10 people on Twitter and they start saying it to their, small bubble and they want everything to be changed. They want everything to be changed their way or the highway. And these companies keep listening to Twitter. And the worst offenders, of course, is Hollywood, Blizzard, of course, big tech companies. They constantly listen to these people on Twitter. They want people to be banned. They want people to be canceled. They want things to be changed. And they want everything to be changed for their way and their way only. So, yep. Wild Reynolds stupidly apologizes to Twitter. It's just so sad that Hollywood continues doing this stuff just for 5 people on Twitter. That's basically it. Goodbye.